and welcome to Maple Flavored Yoga. My name is Andy and this is Dr. Claw. If you found your way here, I would really appreciate it if you click the subscribe button so you won't miss any new classes that I release on Mondays. Also, feel free to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. These small, simple actions help support me in continuing to create yoga content for you to practice with. Our practice today is going to be about opening up and moving our spines. Having a healthy spine that's flexible and strong will help carry us through life in a really beautiful way. So as always, we will take a moment to come into this space, acknowledging whatever our experience is at this time with no need to change it. And as always, I would like to send my gratitude to the creators and cultivators of yoga, because without them we wouldn't have this beautiful practice to share together today. So to get started, we'll make our way into tabletop. Bringing our hands directly below our shoulders, our knees below our hips, and we'll start with the cat-cow. So inhale, we drop our belly, lift our head to the sky. Exhale, we'll push the ground away, rounding through the spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, pushing the ground away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Following your own breath here. And trying to find a liquid type movement in your spine. Inhale, looking up. On this exhale, we will come back to our heels. Inhale, we'll glide forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, up. Exhale down into child's pose, and we'll bring our hands maybe a bit farther out in front, giving that nice stretch through the shoulders and upper back. And we'll walk our hands to the right side, allowing that opening through the side of our body. Next exhale, we'll release and come to the other side. Still connected with our breath here. Last inhale. Exhale, we'll come back to center. We'll come back onto our hands and knees in tabletop, and we're going to do some chest circles. So we'll bring our ribs out to the right, and then we'll drop down, and then to the left, and then curl kind of like in a cat. So we're going to be moving our spines in more of a lateral movement with that cat-cow motion still. Really try and generate this motion from your thoracic spine or your upper spine. Paying attention to how this feels in your body. We'll go the other way when you're ready, nice and slow. Really try and get into that side body. We'll come back to stillness. We'll sit on our feet and we'll just do some arm circles as well. We're going to try and focus on all of the back, but particularly our upper spine, our thoracic spine. It's one of the less flexible parts of our back, so I think sometimes we forget that there is still flexibility in that part, and we can switch rotating our shoulders. And our thoracic spine is very closely linked with our shoulder girdle as well. A lot of the poses that we do for our shoulders will affect our upper back and vice versa. So from here, we're going to come into a gentle puppy pose here. So we're going to bring our hands out front. We're going to come into puppy pose here. So we're going to bring our hands out front, trying to keep our glutes pretty much above our knees, and we'll sink our heart to the floor. You can bring your forehead to the floor. Even if, depending on where you're at and your flexibility or what you're feeling today, even just doing a wide-legged child's pose and letting your heart sink in between your knees will give you the same benefits. So select which one is best for you. And it doesn't matter how far your chest comes to the floor. So as I said, you can bring your forehead to the floor or your chin. You can keep your toes tucked or flat. Make your adjustments and then just let yourself sink in here. This can be a really intense pose, so if you need to come out of it, you certainly can. Listen to your body. Now slowly, slowly, slowly come out of that. Ooh, feels really good. It can be a lot though. It can be a very sensory-rich pose, certainly. So we'll come onto our bellies now, nice and slow. And we'll start off in Sphinx pose. So a lot of the times when we start doing back bends, people just assume that it's going to be coming from your lower back. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're lifting through our hearts, growing at the top of our heads. And we're going to pull our hands towards our hip bones. And our legs are still really charged. This will take the focus out of jumping into our low back and really illuminate through the thoracic spine. So take a few breaths here. You should feel some nice broadening in your upper back. And if you don't worry. We all experience these things very differently. So you can either stay here, or you can bring your hands kind of underneath your armpits, keeping your elbows tucked in, and we'll push up into Cobra. And still, I'm pulling my hands towards my hips, and that pulls my chest forward. come down nice and slowly. And rock your hips from side to side if that feels good. And we'll inhale, we'll do that again. Hold here for 2 breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, nice and slowly come down. We'll tuck our toes, come back into child's pose again. And kind of walk your hands a bit farther up and then kind of sit back into your seat. And that traction of pulling on your mat will kind of give this really nice pull to your upper back and your shoulders, a nice stretch here. So come into thread the needle now. So we will inhale our left arm up, exhale, bringing it underneath the right arm, bringing the left cheek inside of the head to the floor. Just enjoy this twist. You can extend that top arm if that feels good, or you can keep it bent. Also the option of inhaling that right arm and bringing it to the lower back or to the opposite hip. So try them out, see which one feels good for you. Should be no pain anywhere. This is a really awkward pose for me. I feel like it really asks a lot of my upper back, this twist. So sometimes finding that nice smooth breath is not the easiest for me. So if you're in this same rocky breath boat, then we're in it together. You can bring your right hand back to the mat, push off the mat and slowly bring that left arm back up to the sky, and we'll bring it back down. Planting the left hand, we'll now inhale our right arm up, exhale, thread that arm underneath the left, taking whichever arm variation feels good. Finding that breath. Making that left hand meet the mat once again, pushing off the mat very slowly. We'll come back into tabletop. Bring your hands a little bit farther, tuck your toes, and we're going to come into downward dog here. Pedal your feet, and you can swing your hips from side to side. This is another really great way for me to stretch my upper back. Hey, doctor. Nice and slowly, taking note of whatever's feeling tight in your body. And from here, we're going to bend our knees generously, really pushing into the mat. Maybe allowing your heart to dip to the floor a bit more than you would usually do in a downward dog. And extend. And we'll bend once more, coming into this nice, rich upper body, upper back stretch, and extend. We'll come to our knees in the center of the mat. Putting most of our weight onto our right leg. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, you can put a blanket underneath or a towel or something for some extra cushion. We're gonna extend our left leg out. We're gonna inhale our arms up. And then exhale, bend over our extended leg. Still finding our breath here. If you'd like, you can bring your hand down to your thigh and kind of spin your heart up to the sky. Or intend it that way. I find this really stretches my side body and it opens up into my thoracic once again. And then we'll bring our right hand to the mat and extend our left arm up and over. Having that nice long line from fingers to toes. Really feeling that stretch. That length that maybe you lost throughout the day. And again, you can kind of spiral your heart to the sky. Finding smoothness in your breath. Inhale, we'll slowly come back up. Hands to heart center. Just see how that feels. That's pretty good for me. So we'll come back down onto our knees. We'll do that same sequence on the other side. So we'll extend our right foot out, having most of our weight directly over that left knee, adding as much padding or any additional supports as needed. We'll inhale our arms up, and exhale, bend over that extended leg. Noticing any differences you feel from one side to the next is totally normal. Finding that breath. And then you can try and spin your heart to the sky, dropping that hand onto the thigh if that feels good. Avoiding that knee joint. Inhale. We'll bring our left hand to the mat and then extending that right arm over the ear, finding that long, beautiful length in our side body. And spinning your heart to the sky if that feels okay. Finding that smooth breath. Inhaling back up. Hands to heart center. Allow that to sink in. Feels really good. All right. Here we will make our way to seated. And we're going to keep our left foot on the floor and extending our right foot out to the side. We're going to take our right hand, grab the left ankle, inhale the left arm up, and we're going to stretch over our right leg. If this seems like, what are you talking about, Andy? This is ridiculous. that's okay. You can bring your foot onto the floor, or you can even do this with your legs crossed. Because what we're trying to do is we want to get into this side body, and again, that twisting your heart to the sky. So if you'd rather have your legs crossed and that's better for your body, I say go for it. Doctor, you have to move a little bit. So take whichever variation you would like, and if there's anything you want to try on your own at home, go for it. Listen to your intuition. So we'll inhale our left arm up and folding over our right leg. Doesn't matter how far you come over the leg. As I said, we're really looking into breathing into this upper side of our back. Hi, yes. How are you? And really trying to open up the body so that our thoracic spine is twisting. You can use your inner thigh, excuse me, doctor, to just push gently to assist that twist, but we don't want to be wrenching at all. Okay, hi, yes, I know. I love you too. Just relax. So enjoy this complex pose as much as you can. You're fur in my nose, doctor. Inflating those side ribs as you breathe in. Inhale, slowly come up, because that's a really intense side pose. And we're gonna do that on the other side. So take a moment to get into this pose. So we are bringing our right foot to the floor, left hand to right ankle. Inhale our right arm up, and exhale, extend over. If your if your right sit bone comes off the floor a little bit, that's okay. Find that breath, smooth it out. Try and intend your heart to the sky. And inhale, expand, and exhale, release. One more big breath here. Inhale, we'll slowly come up. Cause wow. Right, doctor? She knows all about it. All right, from here, we will make our way into fish pose, which is a really lovely upper back stretch as well. So we'll have our legs right out in front of us. We're gonna bring our hands kind of underneath our sit bones. Not sitting, not right on them, but kind of underneath your bottom a little bit. And slowly make your way back so that your elbows rest on the floor. And maybe this is as far as you want to go. If this is really intense for you, or that's all you want to do, then that's all you want to do. And that is totally okay. You're getting all the benefits that you would if you would go farther into the pose. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can always take a rolled up blanket or something and lay on it with it kind of in your upper back, and that would be an assisted fish pose. If you feel comfortable, you can push into the mat and bring your heart to the sky and slowly dip your head back. Have your cat lick your face. Doctor, stop. far away, but just give me a minute, okay? So your legs are really charged, your heart is puffy to the sky. Nice big breaths, allowing your ribcage to really expand. Inhale, we'll slowly come out of this. Whew. Another one. Really another one, eh? So from here, we will keep our right leg extended. We'll bend our left foot to, it can stay on the same side or it can cross over your right leg. We'll take our right arm and you can either hug that leg and twist. If you want more sensation, you can take that arm and bring it on the other side of the knee to assist with the twist. Your spine should still be really tall. If you have to curl to make this action happen, come out of it a little bit. So you want to have a nice straight spine still. You can look over your shoulder. Enjoy this nice twist. And release. Extend the left leg now, bend the right. And we'll take our left arm and either hug that leg or bringing that arm over to create this twist. Really breathing into that tummy and bringing out all those thoughts, all that energy that's not serving you any longer. This helps with all that kind of digestion. And release. And slowly make our way onto our backs. Bring your feet out nice and straight and long, and your arms down by your sides. We're coming into corpse pose here. So allow yourself to just drop into this moment. Relax your feet, your legs, your hands, your arms. See if you're holding tension in your stomach, your shoulders, and your jaw. Soften the space behind your eyes and allow your tongue to fall away from the backs of your teeth. If you have the opportunity to take a longer Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. But if you feel like you're ready You can introduce some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a great big stretch like you do in the morning. One at a time, bring your knees to your chest and give them a squeeze if that feels good, rocking from side to side. When you're ready, you can roll to whichever side feels good. Take a moment there. And then when you're ready, you can slowly make your way back up to seated. You can close your eyes. Take inventory of what your experience is right now. Bring your hands to heart center, bowing your head. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to assist in your yoga practice today. Know that wherever this life takes you, that you are seen, you are loved, and you are divine. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Maple Flavored Yoga.